ready? You ready? Bring it on!
Here we go. Show of class and respect. Red trunks, Parisyan. White trunks, St. Pierre. 22 years old. Absolutely overwhelmed and thrilled to have a chance to fight here in the States. His first time.
Yeah, George St. Pierre is, he comes with a big reputation from Canada. He's very well known up there. Big champion of the TKO, formerly the UCC. Supposedly a freakishly strong guy. We see him take Carl down. Carl reversing him. Danger! Carl's got a hold of an arm. George is trying to work his way out of this.
St. Pierre has been put in many bad situations.
Carl flipped him over.
Can he finish?
He's got his arm. If he can break that arm loose, he's got a Kimura. If he can lock his arm, he can lock his hand atop of his right wrist, or his left wrist rather, his right hand on his left wrist. He wants to get a Kimura shoulder lock here. George rolls him out. He's out of danger here.
Wow. Excellent grappler is Carl.
Carl's a fantastic grappler. He's a combination of judo, Jean LaBelle's catch wrestling. I mean, judo, Jean LaBelle is just a legend in grappling, and he's got all kinds of crazy techniques and neck cranks and stuff that he adds to the judo background of Carl Parisyan. Trained by Gokar Kavician as well. They've got the school, the highest on in North Hollywood, famous for just a bunch of animals.
Little Armenia in North Hollywood. The 21-year-old has 10 mixed martial arts victories, Joe. 8 have been by submission. He almost had another one by submission there.
This guy's 21. He's fought Sean Shirk twice, lost once to decision, once by TKO. Beat very well-rounded and well-respected Fernando Vasconcelos, and his debut in the UFC against Dave Strasser was nothing short of spectacular.
Won that one with a submission by Kimura at 3:52 of round 1. Debut for St. Pierre in the closed guard of Carl Parisyan.
If you look at him, like physically, not a very imposing guy. He doesn't even really look like a professional athlete because he doesn't spend any time in the weight room. All his time is spent doing judo. He's got incredible core strength and just a great ability to manipulate his weight. Oh, good punches by St. Pierre on the top.
St. Pierre, well-rounded, loves to take his opponents down and then work towards that ground and pounder submissions. This is what he is trying to do here halfway through round number 1.
Carl's doing a really good job of keeping in his guard. St. Pierre's trying to pass, but Carl's keeping him in there.
Two men from across North America, one in Montreal, the other from North Hollywood, California. Who will put on the better show.
He slipped that punch. Carl slipped that punch and tried to lock a hold of him, get him in an arm triangle. When George threw that left hand from the top, Carl locked a hold of it. He's just looking for his spot here. Carl's just looking for a spot to submit him.
Carl was originally to fight Pete Spratt, but St. Pierre beat Pete Spratt by submission and earned his opportunity to debut here in the UFC.
Pete Spratt, by a lot of people, was favored in that fight, but St. Pierre got him with a rear naked choke, forced the tap out.
90 seconds remains in round 1. This fight, as all our non-title fights, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Title fights, as always in the UFC, 5 5-minute rounds.
I get the impression that Caro is just looking for an opening here. He's constantly moving his hips and constantly looking to lock a hold of an arm or something. St. Pierre is avoiding it, but as the fight goes on, this could be very dangerous for St. Pierre. Caro's come very close to locking a hold of something a couple times. Caro's also, there he goes. See, he's just looking for an opening to grab a hold of something and submit him. This guy's a legendary grappler in Los Angeles. Whoa, big right hand from St. Pierre from the top. He's a cardio machine, too. That's how he beat Vasconcelos. It was a battle for a while, but Caro is a bulldog. He eventually just wore him down.
6 junior national judo crowns. He has added on to his arsenal, obviously, with his daily training. Started with Jean LaBelle when he was 8 years old. Gokar now his main trainer, and he is really starting to expand his game, and his game is mixed martial arts.
His game is mixed martial arts, but he is definitely a judo god. That is his strength. He is right now currently one of the top 3 in the country in judo, and he's even considering competing in the Olympics for judo.
Final seconds of round one, Joe. And there they are. So a good pace.
Maurice Richard, La Canadienne, La Habitant, 26 cups. That's about my French.
Second
French
round.
fry, that's my French.
There you go.
Here we go.
Second round set to begin.
Oh, good left hand. Good left hand by St. Pierre, and he goes for the takedown.
Nice job done by Georges St. Pierre, and the first time fighting in the States, first time fighting in the UFC. Now he's starting to get more comfortable. Now he knows what to expect from his opponent, the Heat.
Yeah, he absolutely felt him out in the first round, and I think he feels pretty comfortable on the ground. Whether that's a mistake or not, we're going to find out.
We certainly will.
His strength is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling as well. I think Caro is the superior grappler, in my opinion. Superior submission guy.
One of the questions was, could St. Pierre get Caro on his back? He's been successful in doing that.
Carl's very effective from his back, though. I mean, St. Pierre can get him from his back. Can he keep him there, and can he avoid the submissions? That's the big question. As time goes on and he gets tired, if he gets sloppy, tries to catch a breath, good elbow by St. Pierre.
Very good elbow. St. Pierre coming in with David Loiseau, as we mentioned. Normally, St. Pierre walks around at about 180, 185, so he's got a very large frame, cutting to 170 in the welterweight division to take on Parisyan. He is very big.
He's very. You compare the two of them together, you wouldn't even think they're in the same weight class.
Absolutely. And can he use that to his advantage here?
Well, so far he's using it to avoid submissions, and he's staying on top, and he's landing some shots, but nothing that's going to stop a fight.
Worked the midsection a few times and had hope that Parisyan had brought the guard away from the face.
Caro's looking to grab a hold of a leg. Caro has devastating leg locks, too. Right now, he's got his right leg wrapped around St. Pierre's left leg, right arm, rather, wrapped around St. Pierre's left leg. It looks like he's looking for a leg lock. If he would free up his left leg, see how he's trying to free it up and roll over?
Make him pay, make him pay, make him pay.
He's holding that leg. He's just looking to get a good lock on it.
Plenty of time remaining in round two. Just under 3 minutes remains.
And he's abandoning the leg lock.
Oh,
Backhand.
Oh, and a big left by St. Pierre. There's a good elbow.
Nice.
Here's the ground and pound. This is what we expect to see from Georges St. Pierre.
Oh, nice, another elbow. Oh, big right hand.
Big right hand.
Caro doesn't even budge. Kid's a bulldog.
Trying to spin out.
He's scrambling, looking to move his hips to get into a better position for submission. You can't keep taking those shots, though. He's bleeding.
He is bleeding over the right eye. The right eye has been cut. Might have been an elbow there.
Oh, another
beautiful good elbow. St. Pierre trying to gain an advantage here. He is open to cut over the right eye.
He's got to be careful here. He's got to be careful while he's throwing these punches. If he opens up like that, Caro's going to catch him.
Caro frustrated. Mazzagatti, the referee, is right there, keeping an eye on the action, making sure both fighters are safe.
It's always a test of your concentration and your character when you get cut. That's where a lot of guys fall apart. They get cut, they see their own blood, they panic, and then they start fighting out of character. You got to keep your composure at all times. Caro's remarkably composed for a 21-year-old guy.
90 seconds remains in round two. Oh, and a good slam. Control of this round, St. Pierre.
St. Pierre is controlling, and he's done some good damage in this round. Caro's busted up.
And again, we talked about it. Maybe he just feels a bit more comfortable here in round number two. You know, the lights, the gate closing, the first time south of his Canadian border. Not sure what to expect, and now he has settled into his game, and he's displaying some very, very nice skills. Oh, and another big elbows
from the top. Caro's having a real hard time keeping St. Pierre's head down. He's trying to control his head to avoid those big strikes. You see him, another one. St. Pierre's a strong dude. Caro keeps wrapping his left arm around St. Pierre's head. He's trying to hold him down and avoid those strikes. But St. Pierre, to his credit, is just a stronger guy. He's pulling out of it, and he keeps landing these shots. Caro's getting busted up.
St. Pierre, a very pleasant young man to speak with the other day. Very excited about this opportunity. And here in the second round, he is taking advantage of it.
And you look at Caro through this whole thing, he's getting punched. He just looks calm. It looks like he's taking a nap. He's totally relaxed. Despite the blood, despite the punches he's taking, the elbows.
So it was multiple
Submissions. The closest he came was the beginning of the fight. Since then, it's been all St. Pierre.
Third and final round.
You ready? You ready? Bring it on.
High kick.
St. Pierre's looking relaxed. Superman punch. Takes a page out of Josh Thompson's book.
Ready to engage in return is Carl Parisyan.
St. Pierre looks very comfortable on his feet here.
Got a pretty big gash over his right eye, Joe, but the doctor's doing a great job to stop the bleeding, at least for now. See if St. Pierre can open it up again. Ouvert, the cut.
Uh-oh. He took Carl down, but he left his arm out there. Carl will grab a hold of anything you give him. Right now, he's got George St. Pierre's right arm wrapped up. Now, what he's going to look to do here now is sweep him. As he's got his arm wrapped up, as they're struggling, Carl's going to use his legs. He's got a hold of it right now. He's going to look to flip him and slip him over. St. Pierre is very strong.
Trying to just power its way out of this submission attempt.
Yeah, Carl's got beautiful technique. You see how he's got his right leg inside? He's going to use that to sweep him. He's going to use his foot as a hook and get it inside in between St. Pierre's legs and try to flip him over and take him, mount him, and take a Kimura from there. See, he's getting his foot inside. Now he's going to try to roll, and as he tries to roll, he's going to try to use his foot as a hook and use his leverage to flip him over.
Which is very much what he did against Dave Strasser.
Exactly. Right now, St. Pierre's using his strength to avoid that. But how long can he keep this up? And how long can Carol hold on to it? Here's the flip. He's got to hold the arm. There's the flip. That's it. There's the Kimura.
Does he have it? Will he tap? Does he have it? Will he tap?
George St. Pierre is a strong man.
St. Pierre fights through it using brutally good strength.
Yeah, George St. Pierre is very strong.
Nice call on that, partner. Nice call. Strasser could not power through that same exact submission. A good find from the former UCC, now TKO in Canada from Montreal, Georges St. Pierre.
This has got to start to be frustrating for Caro. It's the end of the third round, and he's losing this fight. He's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and in my opinion, he's getting battered. Very close to getting a submission there. That's got to be frustrating. To be back in the same position, just eating elbows and punches.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Stay busy.
2 minutes.
Big elbow. Oh!
And 15 seconds remain in the third. He may have lost the first, but St. Pierre has a chance of winning both rounds 2 and round 3 here.
Oh, big elbows.
And a little solar plex work.
Let's go.
Even the first round was very close.
Yes, absolutely.
And a matter of fact, I probably would have given it to St. Pierre.
Is that right?
He's doing what he wants to do. He's on top, throwing little punches. He's not as effective as he was in the second and third, but it was pretty close. Caro's he came close to a submission in the first and close again, much closer to a submission there, but St. Pierre, to his credit, has been able to avoid it and inflict a lot of damage. You look at the damage done, you got to give it so far to St. Pierre.
1 minute and 30 seconds remains.
Stop. Let's stand up.
And they stand him up.
Standing him up.
Steve Mazzagatti.
Excuse me. Steve Mazzagatti standing him
You
up.
ready? You ready? Bring it
All
on.
right, let's see what happens here. $113.
If you got to look at the way the two stand, I got to go with St. Pierre as a striker. He looks a little more comfortable on his feet.
St. Pierre dancing away from the Armenian.
Carl's just looking to grab a hold of him. There's only less than a minute to go, but you know what? Oh, big uppercut. As we've seen in the UFC many times, it's not over till it's over.
High kick.
Oh, very close.
Pulling his way forward.
That's dangerous. We've seen that with Evan Tanner when he fought Rich Franklin, reaching in like that is a great way to get knocked unconscious. Oh, good defense by George St. Pierre.
30 seconds remains. Oh! A high
Jumping
knee.
And George St. Pierre goes to the takedown, and this is where it's dangerous. Caro rocks a hold of an arm. He loves to do that. 15 seconds to go. It does not look good for Caro here. Again, he's got a hold of an arm, though. Every time George St. Pierre takes him down, Caro immediately wraps up an arm and looks for a Kimura, but he's got no time left.
Again, we will render the judge's decision. Good fight. St. Pierre with a backslip.
He almost hurt himself.
He did almost hurt
More
himself.
doing that than in the whole fight. It's tough to do a backflip when you're winded. Catch your breath, then show off.
Well, he feels very confident that he will debut with victory here in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Let's take a look at that takedown to the Kimura. Straightens it out to reverse armbar. Look at that. Very close. Incredible strength shown by George St. Pierre to avoid that. His arm was completely straightened out. And then he starts punching him with the same arm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by unanimous decision. George Rush St. Pierre.